everybody, Jerlyn Rose here. I'm going to try this clean and simple thing again with another Christmas card. Now don't worry, I haven't changed my mixed media style. I am acknowledging that I have a deficit in the clean and simple field though. And I am embracing that which makes me uncomfortable and which really does not fulfill me. I have committed to once a month doing an Instagram hop with some online friends so that I can build this skill set. It is one of the things that I have to have in place to pass the Alt New Educator courses. Hence, once a month, we're going to get a clean and simple card, or at least my attempt at it. You have to have minimal layers, minimal coverage of the front of the card or card base. The white space can be any color, though, thank goodness. Keep your design tight. Minimal embellishment, that's going to be a problem for me with the shiny, shiny bling bling. And if you want to use pattern paper, keep it to small elements. If you want to use embossing folders or ink blending, again, keep it to small areas. That's trouble for me too. And no overall decoration, inking, or embossing. Again, huge trouble. So we're going to see how I do with this. I started this one out with a bit of ink blending, and then I used a snowflake mask to deepen up the one peach tone. I brought out my color cubes, and I was using the new second edition card number 174 for the colors. I then, once I got that panel done, I ran it through to take the snow portion out, which is where I'm going to hide a mini shaker. I ran it through with the wonky stitched rectangles for the embossing mat to just impress that into the back panel. And then I'm using an embossing folder. And the first time I ran it through, I thought I had it the right direction. And here's mistake number 2, actually, because the wonky stitch rectangles shifted slightly, so I had to trim that down. So you can see I've got the embossing folder on backwards, so I ran it through again, thinking, I can make this work, and I ran it through in the other direction, and then I flattened everything out by running it through just the cover plates alone. So for the shaker, we have to put down some sticky tape on the back so that the acetate sticks to it. It does better. Otherwise, with the glue, you're just taking forever to let it dry. But me being me, I'm going to put glue in there as well, so it's got both in there. Putting my acetate into spot, squashing it down gently, gently, gently. Now I have to get all my foam tape into place because you need room for your shaker elements to move. I like doing it so that it's got a 45-degree angle on the corners the way that a frame would have. That way, when you look at it from the side, you don't have like one seam like partway down, and this way they're all tucked up in the top corners, right? So I've got the outer frame in place, and I'm going to have to do the containment field for the shaker bits, which is where we're coming in with the foam that's going to go on either side of the snow. We're going to set that in place, and you can see I've done cutouts just on either edge, just a little bit for the one side of the S and the one side of the W, so that that foam is not going to show through. Those poor scissors are so gummed up. I keep trying to clean them even though they're Teflon and they still have sticky residue on them. We'll find something for that. Okay, so on the front, we have to have a Let It. So that was from the Pink and Main again. I did that in the blue tones from the card. And I don't know how I did this, but somehow I smudged the blue a little bit. So I brought in the snowflakes from Hello Winter from Pink and Main. And I used the other colors from the Color Cube card. Still didn't get it in the right spot. So I got one more. I've repositioned it to get that little teeny blue smudge. The two colors up at the top there that are the second and third color, one is a pinky beige and the other is a mauvey lavender. And I had to mix my ink colors to get those. Now, this is the part I've got the die cuts from some pattern paper. It was white with like little spots of blue on it, which worked. And I just put 2 of those on the front. I kept one back for the inside. On the inside, we have a mix of sentiments. We've got Penny Black with their Snowflake Sensation, and then again, the Pink and Main. And there was one of the Alt New ones too, Happy Holidays. The Snowflake Wishes, we want that to be the main focus. Well, you're using the bright blues for that. We'll ombre the bottom edge of the wishes. This is the alt new one, the teeny sentiment that's going to go above and below. And I've got the one word above and the rest of it below. So I masked off the best. I got the top part good. But when I came in with the second, you watch this, I pulled the tape off and I wiped down the one side, but I forgot that I still had a second generation from the best, I ended up having to redo this. So I've flipped the card inside out now. I've redone what I did and come back in now with the snowflakes from that pink and Maine. And I'm stamping those in the secondary colors that we've got on the card. Again, I have to mix the linen with the very light peach. You can see what I'm doing there is I'm just double checking that I've got that tone deep enough, and I had to do one more layer of the very, very light pink to get it. There's our reserved die cut that we're setting on the inside, and that brings unity between the front and the inside. And there's my mess up. The other part, what I'm doing here is I'm gluing some snowflakes just down so that they will show through that window so that you've always got some shaker bits shining through. Here's where we're putting down our mixes, and I'm just piling them in the middle because I didn't trust myself to do it the other way around where you have the panel upside down and you pour the bits into it and then you put the card on top. I'm like, you know what? I've already had 3 mess ups with this. Just about put it on upside down. Yay! Got it down. I had tape just holding it together so that I could get that in there just right. Custom stamp is going down on the back. That's the finished card. I checked. Apparently it did pass for clean and simple. Yay! Go me! Woo! I am probably going to throw a whole bunch more embellishments on it before I mail it out because, again, me, right? But I had fun, even with the mistakes. Figured my way out of it. You guys go have fun in your craft rooms too. Be that change that we want to see in the world. Thanks for watching and subbing and liking. Bye-bye, everybody.